Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the objective problems on the topic sequences and series. Sequences and series. Generally, there are two types of sequences. First one is arithmetic sequence, second one is geometric sequence or progression. First one, arithmetic progression or simply call it as AP, arithmetic progression. Consider a sequence A1, A2, A3 and so on AN is in arithmetic progression. If the sequence is in arithmetic progression, then common difference of the successive terms is always constant. That means the difference between A1 and A2, A2 and A3, A3 and A4 is constant. Let that difference be D. Is equal to D. Here D is the difference between two successive terms, where D is common difference. Common difference. Now we are going to discuss how to find nth term of this arithmetic progression and how to find sum of n terms in arithmetic progression. The nth term is let the term be taken as Tn. Tn represent term n or nth term is equal to a plus n minus 1 into D, where a is the first term, A is the first term. Here A is the first term and D is the common difference. Now the sum of n terms, is equal to, it is represented by Sn. S represents sum. Sn represents sum of the first n terms, that is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D, or taken it as n by 2 into first term plus last term, first term plus last term. These two are same. Here first term is A, last term is nth term A plus n minus 1 into D. On adding we get 2a plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, this is about arithmetic progression. For example, we take the series 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. This is in arithmetic progression. How can we say it is in arithmetic progression? You observe the difference between consecutive terms. 4 minus 2, 2. 6 minus 4, 2. 8 minus 6, 2. Here the difference between two successive terms is a constant. So it is said to be in arithmetic progression. Next we discuss geometric progression. Second one, geometric progression, or simply it is called as GP. Consider a sequence A1, A2, A3 and so on is in geometric progression, GP. If the sequence is in geometric progression, then the common ratio is constant. Let common ratio between two successive terms, that is A2 by A1 is equal to A3 by A2 and so on. This is equal to some R, where R is the common ratio R is the common ratio. Now, the nth term of this series is A into R to the power of n minus 1. Nth term is Tn is equal to A into R power n minus 1, where this A represents first term. Now, sum of the n terms is Sn is equal to A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. This is the formula to find sum of n terms. See here, A is the first term. If R is the common ratio, then the next term must be A into R. The third term is A into R square. Next term is A into R cube. If you multiply with R, then you get the entire series. Therefore, it is in geometric progression. We take one more example. Two, 4, 8, 16, so on. This is in geometric progression. How can we say? You take the common ratio, 4 by 2, 2, 8 by 4, 2, 16 by 8, 2. Common ratio between two successive terms is constant. So this series is in geometric progression. Now we will do some problems on these two progressions. Similarly, you take one note here. The arithmetic mean of AM, arithmetic mean of n numbers A1, A2 and so on AN is A1 plus A2 plus so on plus AN by n. Arithmetic mean of n numbers is sum of the n numbers by number of terms n. Similarly, the geometric mean GM of n numbers a1, a2 and so on an is a1 into a2 into so on an whole to the power of 1 by n. Product of the numbers whole to the power of 1 by number of terms. In this way we can find arithmetic mean of the numbers and geometric mean of the given numbers. Now write the problems. Tenth term of 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus so on. 10th term of this. You observe the terms in this series 4, 6, 8. See the difference between two terms, successive terms. 4 minus 6 minus 4, 2. 8 minus 6, 2. So here the difference is constant. Here A. What is the first term? A is called first term. First term is 4. D. D is common difference. Common difference is 2. First of all, we identify whether the series in arithmetic progression or in geometric progression. If the common difference is same, is constant, then that series is said to be in arithmetic progression. If the common ratio is constant, then that is said to be in geometric progression. Okay, we know nth term in AP is Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Here we want to find 10th term, that is T10. Put n is equal to 10. A plus 10 minus 1 into D. But what is A value? 4. 10 minus 1, 9 into D. D is 2. 9 into 2, 18 plus 4 is 22. In this way we can find any term, 10th term or 12th term or any term. Next, if the first term of an AP is -1 and common difference is -3, then 12th term is in the problem clearly first term is given. First term of AP is given. A is -1. Common difference D is also given. D is -3. Here we find 12th term. 12th term is T12. What is the formula to find nth term? A plus n minus 1 into D. Here it is A plus n minus 1. What is n value? N is 12. 12 minus 1 into D. A minus 1. 12 minus 1, 11 into D minus 3. Minus 33 minus 1. Minus 34. Next, in an AP, if first term is first term is 4, ninth term is ninth term is 20, then 15th term is here. What is given in this problem? First term is given. First term is 4. Given first term is A. A is equal to 4. Ninth term is given. Ninth term is 20. Ninth term is T9. T9 is 20. Okay, what is the formula to find nth term? A plus n minus 1. N is 9. 9 minus 1 into D. D is not given. That is 20. But A is given. What is A value? 4 plus 8 into D is equal to 20. 8D is equal to 20 minus 4, 16. So D is equal to 2. Difference is, common difference is 2. Now find 15th term. T15. How to find T15? Nth term. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Here A is 4 plus n is 15. 15 minus 1, 14 into D is 2. 28 plus 4, that is 32. Next problem. If the 10th term of an AP is 15 and 15th term is 10, then 4th term, then 4th term is what? In the problem, what is given here? 10th term of an AP, that is 15, and 15th term is 10. Then find fourth term. To find fourth term, first of all we find the first term A and common difference D. What is the formula to find nth term? Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. What is given? 10th term is given. 10th term is 15. Given T10 is equal to 15. And 15th term is 10. T15 is equal to 10. 10th term is 15. 15th term is 10. Okay, from this formula, what is T10? A plus 10 minus 1, 9 into D. This is equal to 15, and from this same formula, you put n is equal to 15. Then T15 is A plus 15 minus 1, 14 D is equal to 10. Now, solving these two equations and find the values of A and D. A plus 14D is equal to 10 and A plus 9D is equal to 15. On subtracting, 5D is equal to minus 5. So, D is equal to minus 1. Substitute D value in any one of these two equations. A plus D, D is minus 1, A minus 9 is equal to 15. So, A is equal to 15 plus 9, 24. So, first term is 24, common difference is minus 1. Here we find fourth term. Fourth term is T3, T4. Fourth term is T4. From this formula, T4 is, you put n is equal to 4 here. A plus n minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3 into D. What is A value? 24. What is D value? Minus 1. Minus 1 into 3, minus 3. This is 21. To find nth term, we need first term and common difference. Next, in an AP, if common difference is 2, common difference is 2, the sum to n terms is 49. Seventh term is 13. Then n is equal to, first read the problem. What is given in that problem? In an arithmetic progression, common difference is 2. Given common difference D is equal to 2. Sum to n terms is 49. and seventh term is 13. Sum to n terms. Sum to n terms means Sn. Sum of the n terms is 49. And seventh term is 13. T7 is equal to 13. S represent sum and T represent the term. Okay. What is the formula to find sum of the first n terms in AP? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 49. And T7, what is Tn? A plus n minus 1 into d. A plus n is 7, 7 minus 1, 6 into d is equal to 13. Here from this d is equal to 2, substitute d value. A plus 12 is equal to 13. So A is equal to 1. A is equal to 1 and d is equal to 2. Substitute A value and d value here. N by 2 into 2a, 2 into 1, 2 plus n minus 1 into d, d is 2. That is equal to 49. From this find n value. On cross multiplying, n into 2 plus 2n minus 2 is equal to 2 into 49, 98. 2 get cancelled. N into 2n, 2n square is equal to 98. N square is equal to 98 by 2, 49. If n square is equal to 49, then n is equal to plus or minus 7. But n represents number of terms. Number of terms always positive. So n is equal to plus 7. It is not minus 7. So the value of n is 7. Next problem. If eighth term of an AP is 15, then the sum of 15 terms is see here what is given. Eighth term of an AP is 15. What is the formula of nth term of an AP? A plus n minus 1 into d. Here eighth term is T8 is equal to 15. That is given. From this formula, T8 is A plus n minus 1, n is 8, 8 minus 1, 7, A plus 7d, that is equal to 15. Now we find sum of 15 terms. What is the formula to find sum of n terms? Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we want to find sum of 15 terms. Yes, 15. In this you put n is equal to 15. 15 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1. N is 15. 15 minus 1, 14 into d. This is 15 into, take 2 common from this bracket, the 2 and 2 cancel, we get a plus 7 into d. If you take 2 common from this bracket, that cancels with this 2 in denominator. But we know the value of a plus 7d is 15. So 15 into 15, that is 225. Okay. Next, if the sum of 3 numbers which are in AP is 27 and product of first and last is 77, then the numbers are here numbers are not given, but what is given, sum of 3 numbers which are in AP is 27. Okay, we take 3 numbers in AP. Let the numbers be a plus d and a plus 2d, or 3 numbers in AP. Why we take these 3 numbers? You observe, if the numbers are in AP, then their common difference is same. What is the difference between these 2 terms? D. What is the difference between these 2 terms? This is also D. So we take these 3 numbers. From the given data, sum of 3 numbers is 27. Given sum of 3 numbers, that means add these 3 numbers, a plus d plus a plus 2d, that is 27. a plus a 3a, d plus 2d 3d is equal to 27. Take 3 common, 3 into a plus d is equal to 27. From this, a plus d is equal to 27 by 3, that is 9. Next, what is the next condition? Product of first and last is 77. First term is a, last term is a plus 2d. A into a plus 2d. What is given? Product of first term and last term. Last term is third term. This is 77. Okay. From this we take d is equal to 9 minus a. A plus d is 9. So d is taken as 9 minus a. Take this a into bracket. A into a square plus 2a into d. Here d is taken as 9 minus a is equal to 77. A square plus 18a minus 2a square is equal to 77. A square minus 2a square minus a square plus 18a is equal to 77. Now that equation is taken as a square minus 18a plus 77 is equal to 0. Find the factors. 11 into 7, 77, 11 plus 7, 18, a square a into a minus 7 minus 11 into a minus 7, that is a minus 7 into a minus 11 is equal to 0. So a value is 7 or 11. If a is equal to 7, then d is equal to, if a is 7, what is d value? 9 minus 7, d is 2. If a is equal to 7 and d is equal to 2, then the numbers are you substitute a value and d value in these numbers. First number is a is 7. Second number a plus d, 7 plus 2, 9. Third number a plus 2d, 7 plus 2 into 2, 4, 7 plus 4, 11. Okay. You may get another set also. If a is equal to 11, then you get the numbers. You get another set of numbers also. If a is equal to 11, then d value. What is d value? 9 minus a, 9 minus 11, d is minus 2. Substitute a value and d value in these numbers, then the numbers are a 11, a plus d 11 minus 2, 9, a plus 2d 11 minus 4, 7, 11, 9, 7 or 7, 9, 11. Numbers are not changed, only order is changed. So the numbers are, you take either 7, 9, 11 or 11, 9, 7. Next, next problem. If S1, S2, S3 are the sums of first n natural numbers, their squares and cubes respectively, then S3 into 1 plus 8 into S1, that is equal. See here, S1, S2, S3 are sum of first n natural numbers and their squares and cubes. S1 represent sum of first n natural numbers, S2 represent sum of their squares, S3 represent sum of the cubes. We know the formulas. S1 represent sum of the first n natural numbers, sigma n. S2 represent sum of the squares, sigma n square. S3 represent sum of the cubes. Okay, we know the formula. Sum of the first n numbers, n into n plus 1 by 2. Sum of the squares of first n numbers, that is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Sum of the cubes of first n natural numbers, that is n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4. We prove these three results in mathematical induction also. Okay. By using these S1, S2, S3 values, we calculate this S3 into 1 plus 8 into S1. S3 into, therefore S3 into 1 plus 8 into S1, that is equal. What is S3? N square into n plus 1 whole square by 4 into 1 plus 8 into S1. What is S1? N into n plus 1 by 2. That is equal to n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4 into, the 4 times cancel, 2 into 4 8, 1 plus 4n into n plus 1. This is n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4 into 1 plus, take this 4n into bracket, 4n square plus 4n. This is n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4 into, see it is the perfect square, it is in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is 2n plus 1 whole square, a square 4n square plus b square plus 1 plus 2ab, that is 4n. Okay. Now we write it as 9 into n square into n plus 1 square into 2n plus 1 whole square by 36. Here multiply and divide with 9. Why we write in this way? Now it becomes perfect square. This is 9 into n into n plus 1 into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 whole square, by 6 whole square. But what is this value? This is s2. So it is 9 into s2 whole square. This is equal to, that is 9 into h2 whole square. Next, sum of 20 terms of the series 3 plus 6 plus 12 plus so on is before finding the sum of 20 terms, we check whether the series belong to AP or GP. What is the given series? 3 plus 6 plus 12 plus so on. You see the difference, 6 minus 3, 3, 12 minus 6, 6. Here the difference is not constant. So it is not in arithmetic progression. Now we check whether it is in geometric progression or not. Take the ratio, 6 by 3, 2, 12 by 6, 2. Here ratio of successive terms is constant. So this series is in geometric progression. 3 plus 6 plus 12 plus so on is in geometric progression, not in arithmetic progression. If the common difference is constant, then that is in AP. If common ratio is constant, that is in GP. Here, what is the first term? A is equal to 3. And what is the common ratio R? 2. Now, we find sum of the 20 terms. What is the formula to find sum of n terms in GP? A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. Here we find sum of 20 terms, S20. You put n is equal to 20. What is A value? 3 into R value. What is R value? 2. 2 power 20 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is 3 into 2 power 20 minus 1. Next, if x is equal to 1 plus a square plus so on up to infinity, y is equal to 1 plus b square up to so on infinity, then 1 plus ab plus a square b square plus so on infinity. Find the sum of that series. What is x value given? Given x is equal to 1 plus a square plus so on up to infinity. Observe that this series is in geometric progression. Why? You take the common ratio a by 1 a square by a. Here common ratio is constant. So this series is in geometric progression. Is in geometric progression. Now we have one formula. Sum of infinite terms in GP is S infinity is equal to a by 1 minus r. Sum of n terms in GP is a into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1. This is the formula to find sum of n terms. This is the formula to find sum of infinite terms. Here see what is a value? A means first term. First term is 1 by 1 minus common ratio. Common ratio is what? What is the ratio? A. So x is equal to 1 by 1 minus a. Okay. From this what is a value? 1 minus a is equal to 1 by x. On cross multiplying 1 minus a is equal to 1 by x. So from this a is equal to 1 minus 1 by x, or this is x minus 1 by x. Next, given y is equal to, what is y? 1 plus b square plus so on infinity. This is also in GP with common ratio b. Here also the terms are infinite. Now apply this formula a by 1 minus r. Sum of infinite terms in GP is a by 1 minus r. What is a value here? 1. What is the common ratio? B. 1 by 1 minus b. From this find b value. 1 minus b is equal to 1 by y. So b is equal to 1 minus 1 by y. That is equal to y minus 1 by y. Here we find the series value 1 plus ab plus a square b square, that is taken as ab whole square plus so on infinity. Observe that this is also in geometry progression with first term 1 and common ratio is ab by 1 ab whole square by ab, that is also ab. We know the formula. What is the sum of infinite terms in GP? S infinity is a by 1 minus r. What is a? 1 by 1 minus r. What is the common ratio here? A into B. This is equal to 1 by 1 minus A. What is A value? X minus 1 by X. Into B. What is B value? Y minus 1 by Y. Now simplify this. 1 by, what is the LCM to this denominator? X into Y. This goes to numerator. Becomes xy by xy minus of x minus 1 into y minus 1. This is xy by xy minus, multiply these two, xy minus x minus y plus 1. Take this minus into bracket, xy by xy minus xy plus x plus y minus 1. xy cancel. So this is x into y by x plus y minus 1. Next, x is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus so on infinity. Y is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 27 plus 1 by 81 plus so on infinity. Then some conditions are given, either x is equal to y, 2x plus 4y is equal to 4. Verify the conditions. First we find the values of x and y. What is x value? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 and so on infinity. See, this series is in geometric progression. What is the ratio here? 1 by 4 by 1 by 2. Ratio R is equal to second term by first term. This 2 goes to numerator. 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. Okay. It is the sum of infinite terms in geometric progression. We know sum of infinite terms in geometric progression is a by 1 minus r. X is equal to a by 1 minus r. What is a? First term 1 by 2 by 1 minus r. R is 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 by 1 by 2, that is 1. Similarly, find y value. What is y? Y is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 27 plus so on infinity. This is also in GP. You write here is in GP. Here also write is in geometric progression. What is A? First term 1 by 3. What is the ratio? Common ratio 1 by 9 by 1 by 3. That is 1 by 3. y value, sum of infinite terms. What is the formula? A by 1 minus r. A 1 by 3 by 1 minus r. R is also 1 by 3. 1 by 3 by 1 minus 1 by 3. 2 by 3. 3 get cancelled. 1 by. Okay, you take this condition, take this value 2x plus 4y. Find this value. 2 into x, x is 1 plus 4 into y, y is 1 by 2. 2 plus 2, this is equal to 4. Here 4 options are given, either x is equal to y or 2x plus 4y is equal to 4, x square is equal to y and x plus y is equal to 0. You verify the options. Here x is not equal to y, x square is also not equal to y. Which option is satisfied? 2x plus 4y is equal to 4. Next, if in a series Tn is equal to n by n plus 1 factorial, then sigma n is equal to 1 to 20 Tn is equal to. Okay, what we want to find? Sigma n is equal to 1 to 20 Tn. First of all, we find Tn value. What is Tn here? N by n plus 1 factorial. First we find Tn value and then we substitute n by n plus 1 factorial. This is equal to, we write this n as n plus 1 minus 1. 1 get cancelled, again we get n by n plus 1 factorial. Right, n as n plus 1 minus 1. Add 1, subtract 1. Now divide separately. N plus 1 by n plus 1 factorial minus 1 by n plus 1 factorial. Here n plus 1 factorial is taken as n plus 1 into n factorial. For example, if you take 8 factorial, that is taken as 8 into 7 factorial. Similarly, denominator n plus 1 factorial is taken as n plus 1 into n factorial minus 1 by n plus 1 factorial. Here n plus 1 and n plus 1 cancel. 1 by n factorial minus 1 by n plus 1 factorial. This is Tn. Now find sigma n is equal to 1 to 20 Tn is equal to. What is Tn? 1 by n factorial minus 1 by n plus 1 factorial. Now expand sigma. First we put n is equal to 1 and then n is equal to 2, 3, so on up to n is equal to 20. If you take n is equal to 1, what we get? 1 by 1 factorial minus 1 by 2 factorial plus take n is equal to 2, what we get? 1 by 2 factorial minus 1 by 2 plus 1, 3 factorial plus so on. What is the last term? Take n is equal to 20. 1 by 20 factorial minus 1 by 21 factorial. N running from 1 to 20. You give n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2. Finally, n is equal to 20. Here minus 1 by 2 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial cancel. Minus 1 by 3 factorial cancels with the next term. This also cancel. What is the previous term? 1 by 19 factorial minus 1 by 20 factorial. So this term also cancel. So there is first term and last term. 1 by 1 factorial. 1 factorial is 1. So 1 minus 1 by 21 factorial. Or on taking LCM, write it as 21 factorial minus 1 by 21 factorial. Next, if the arithmetic mean and geometric mean of two numbers is 13 and 12 respectively, then the numbers are arithmetic mean and geometric mean of two numbers is 13 and 12. Let the numbers be A and B. Let A and B be the numbers. What is given? Arithmetic mean is 13. Arithmetic mean of two numbers is sum of the numbers by 2, that is equal to 13. From this A plus B is equal to 13 into 2, 26. Next, geometric mean of two numbers A into B whole power 1 by 2. Geometric mean of AB is product of the numbers whole power 1 by number of terms or square root of AB. Square root of AB, that is equal to 12. Squaring on both sides, AB is equal to 144. From this B is equal to 144 by A. Substitute B value here and then find A. A plus B. B is 144 by A. is equal to 26. Simplify and find a value. What is the LCM here? A square plus 144 is equal to 26. 26a. A square minus 26a is equal to 0. Now simplify and find 18 into 8. 18 plus 8, 26 minus 8a a minus 8 into a minus 18 is equal to 0. This implies a is equal to 8 or a is equal to 18. If a is equal to 8, then b value. What is b? 144 by a. 144 by 8. This is 18. So the numbers are 8 and 18. Otherwise you take a is equal to 18 also. If a is equal to 18, then b is equal to 8. Numbers are not changed. Therefore, the numbers are 8 and 18.